Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Beat C, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, word to my brethren all around the world watching this video. Hope you're having a great day today. As you're tuning in, do yourself a damn favor. Hit the subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. Now, it should come as no surprise if you have been watching True School Sports since December, since the Canelo Rocky Fielding fight. I have said, and I have made it a point to go out of my way and say to you guys that Anthony Joshua will make his American debut for his next fight. I told you I didn't care what Eddie Hearn said. I didn't care what Joshua said. I didn't care what Wilder said. I didn't care what Dillian White said. I didn't care what... They're going to fight in America. And here we are right now. The current time is 1:51 p.m. It is February the 13th, just one day before Valentine's Day, so happy early Valentine's Day if you guys got a significant other out there. And Anthony Joshua, Jarell Miller is official. June 1st, Madison Square Garden, Anthony Joshua, we taking his behind here to the U.S. to make his debut against Jarell Big B Miller. So it's no surprise to me. That's why I'm somewhat calm. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of happy that it's done now because it just got so annoying and it just dragged on and on. And on about what AJ was going to do next. And that's why it was frustrating to me because I already knew what the fuck he was going to do next. Anybody with half a brain knew what he was doing next. But a lot of you guys got in my comments and said, oh, no, he's going to fight in April the 13th. No, he didn't have him fight in England. No, I said, no, he's fighting in America. His American debut will be Jarell Big Baby Miller. And here we are. It's going to be Big Baby Miller. So now that that's been established, let's get to the fight itself. All right? This is a fight that, you know, It's an interesting fight, It's a fight that I think Anthony Joshua should be favored. I look at it as a 65-35 fight, 70-30, something like that. Some people will say that's even crazy because they think Jarell Miller just has no chance. But I'll say this about Jarell Miller: one thing that he has going for him in this fight against Anthony Joshua is that, well, for one, he'll be in his hometown. It'll be the first time. I think. What a lot of you must understand here is Anthony Joshua, and this is not a knock on him, this is just the fact, this is just a stone cold truth. What you must realize is Anthony Joshua has fought his entire career. He has fought in front of crowds that adored him or that liked him in the UK, whether it be in Wales, whether it be in London. He was good over there. Now, look, when he comes to New York, there is going to be, I can't stress this enough, there will be a massive contingent of British fans. I mean, look what Fury was able to do fighting all the way in LA. New York is a lot closer to England than LA, so it's a shorter trip. Anthony Joshua is, a bigger name in world boxing than Tyson Fury. So I would expect more Brits. And to be in New York City at Madison Square Garden in the summer for a big heavyweight title fight, come on, man. It's a massive event, and it will be. And as I said this before, right now I understand that Anthony Joshua is not a big star in America, but I mean they're going to be here. They're going to get here very early to promote this fight. From what I've heard and from what I've read, the press conference will be supposed to be next week, I believe. So they're going to be doing a lot of media promotion for this. And by the time the fight does roll on in June, this will be one of the biggest, in my opinion. This will be one of the biggest events in America for heavyweight boxing in a very long time. And it's a good fight. It's a good fight. It's not as, in my opinion, it's not as good as, let's say, Fury versus Joshua. It's not as good as Wilder versus Joshua. But Jarell Miller is a guy that has been pushing his way up the ranks slowly. Yes, we know he has not stepped it up to anywhere close to this level. So in many ways, this fight is going to be so fun to watch just to see what's really inside here for Jarell Miller because he pops a lot of junk. We know that he's got some skills because if he didn't have some skills, he wouldn't have cracked the top 15, let alone the top 10. I know a lot of people want to say he's shit, he's not good, he hasn't fought nobody. But the fact of the matter is, while he hasn't fought the who's who of heavyweight boxing, he's beating who they put in front of him. He's looked relatively good doing it. He's beating the likes of Gerald Washington, Fred Cassie, Thomas Adamek, Marius Walk. So he's beating some guys with somewhat of a name. Some guys even has some common opponents with the creme de la creme of the division. But we get to see him now. And my thing is this. there has been a lot of talk from Jarell over the years. Privileged to get to know Jarell as a person a little bit, not a whole lot, but just a little bit. And he's a very good guy from what I my interactions with him. And he's someone that really believes in himself. This is a guy that did not have a big promoter. This is a guy that I remember very well. Just as early as 3 years and some change ago, he was fighting on Showbox against Donovan Dennis, and he's put himself. Whether you agree with him getting this fight or not, he has put himself. He has promoted himself. He has won fight after fight after fight. He has talked enough for people to get interested in who he is as a fighter, and he's got a very big opportunity in front of himself. Because look, the way I see it is this: even if he doesn't beat Anthony Joshua, he can still position himself for big fights after this. He has a chance. Let's say he goes in there and he looks better. Let's say if he puts Joshua in some real trouble, like the way Dillian White did. We saw that with that for Dillian White's stock when they were British champions. He can do the same thing for himself. I think Jarell Miller is more than capable of going in there. If he doesn't beat Joshua, he can definitely, 1,000%, give a better account of himself than Joseph Parker did. Joseph Parker didn't do shit against Joshua. I was very disappointed with that fight. I know the ref had a lot to do with it, but I wanted to see Joseph Parker be a little bit more aggressive, and he just didn't do it against Joshua. Jarell Miller's best bet in this fight is, I think, because he's experimented with weights. So for those of you who don't really pay attention to his career that in depth, Jarell Miller has experimented the last 5 or 6 fights fighting on different weights. When he fought, I'm going to say it was Marius Wack. When he fought Marius Wack, he fought like somewhere around 285, 290. He looked pretty good. For this fight with Joshua, I think he's going to need to come in somewhere around 300 pounds. I think 300 pounds would be a good weight for him. 285, good, but like somewhere between 295 and 300 pounds, I think would be the ideal weight for him. Because you want him to be able to move, but you still want him to have that extra weight to lean on Joshua. He needs to lean on Joshua and throw as many punches as he can. One thing Jarell Miller constantly brags about is the fact that he's up there as far as throwing the most punches in the heavyweight division. And that's what he needs to do in this fight against Anthony Joshua. He needs to cut that distance. He needs to get past the Joshua jab, which will not be an easy task because his jab has improved a lot in the last couple of fights. But he needs to get past the Joshua jab. He needs to lean on him, get him tired, go to that body, and really let him know, like, look, I'm not here to fucking just talk and be a guy that you just make a name off of in your American debut so you can push on to greener pastures. No, I'm Jarell Baby Miller from Brownsville, Brooklyn, New York. I'm about to punch you in your mouth. Okay, and then after I punch you in your mouth, and after I beat you, I'm gonna go get a cheeseburger. Like, he needs to have the mentality, and I know recently I've been very frustrated with Jarell because it's like he's holding out for this fight. He didn't fight Pulev last year, but all of a sudden, you gotta give him credit. He was patient. He waited patiently. He was smart enough to know the landscape of the division, smarter than even myself at times. Because now he's gotten this fight, and you can argue with the process, but you can't argue with the result. He got what he wanted, and now it's up to him to go out there, do Brownsville, do Brooklyn, do all of New York, do all of America proud, and go beat up Anthony Joshua and become the next American heavyweight champion. I like Anthony Joshua, but I also like Jarell Miller. I'm a Jarell Miller fan. I've had a chance. I met Jarell Miller for the first time 3 years ago. This is 2016, not too long after he had just defeated I'm going to say Fred Cassie. This is not too long after the Fred Cassie fight. Met him. He was training here at the Heavyweight Factory with Shannon Briggs and Trevor Bryan and all them. And he was just one of the nicest guys, man, and just always takes time for people. I got nothing but respect for this fight. I just want to see him put on a good performance, and just if this fight does nothing else for Jarell Miller, it will announce himself as a player in the heavyweight division. Hopefully, after the fight, we're saying to ourselves, "Hey, this guy is better than we thought he was," and he has a chance to put himself in that lineage. We talk a lot about the great Brooklyn heavyweights, the likes of Mike Tyson, the likes of Riddick, Big Daddy Bo, the likes of Shannon Briggs. He has a chance to put himself in that company, and I think Floyd Patterson was from Brooklyn as well. So that's like he has a chance to put himself in some historic company, and then one night become the man of the division. I know he's not. I'm not even picking Jarell to win, but he has a chance to validate all the things he's been saying this time, and it should be a great build-up. I think this will be one of the biggest events this country has seen for heavyweight boxing in a long time. And I know that sounds like a crazy statement now, but trust me, it will be. So Let me know what you guys think. It's done. Signed, sealed, delivered. It's official. Anthony Joshua's next fight is June the 1st at the Madison Square Garden, fighting Jarell "Baby" Miller in his American debut. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Does Jarell Miller have any chance to pose any threat to Anthony Joshua? And if so, let me know how you can beat Anthony Joshua in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.